If you're over 75 and you've been told to eat more protein, stop for a moment and listen carefully. What I'm about to share might challenge everything you've been told about staying strong, maintaining muscle, and protecting your bones as you age. You've probably heard the advice 100 times. Eat more chicken, drink protein shakes, add Greek yogurt to your breakfast. And you've been doing exactly that, haven't you? You're trying so hard. You're following the rules. But here's what almost nobody is telling you. After 75, the problem isn't just how much protein you eat. The problem is whether your aging digestive system can actually break it down, absorb it, and use it. I'm Dr. Robert Anderson, a board-certified geriatric nutritionist with over 28 years working with older adults, and I've watched hundreds of seniors struggle with muscle loss, bone weakness, and unexplained fatigue, not because they weren't eating enough protein, but because the protein they were eating was passing right through their bodies without being absorbed. And there's one overlooked seed, one ancient, nutrient-dense seed that's been forgotten by modern nutrition, that outperforms every protein source you've been told to eat. It's more bioavailable than chicken. It's easier to digest than whey protein. It's gentler on your kidneys than red meat. And it delivers complete protein along with minerals your bones are desperately craving. I know this sounds too simple. You're probably thinking, a seed? Really? After all the expensive protein powders and careful meal planning, you're telling me a seed is the answer? But before you dismiss this, let me tell you about Margaret, 77. Margaret came to see me exhausted and frustrated. "Dr. Anderson," she said, her voice tight with emotion, "I'm eating chicken every single day. I'm drinking those awful protein shakes my daughter buys me, but I'm still losing weight. My arms look like sticks. I can barely lift my grocery bags anymore." She pulled out a food journal. Chicken breast for lunch, protein shake mid-afternoon, Greek yogurt for breakfast. She was doing everything right according to conventional advice. But when I asked her one simple question, everything became clear. "Margaret, how does your stomach feel after you eat all that protein?" She paused. "Honestly, terrible. Bloated. Heavy. Sometimes I feel like the food just sits there for hours." There it was. Margaret's aging digestive system couldn't produce enough stomach acid and digestive enzymes to break down dense animal proteins. All that chicken, all those shakes, they were passing through her system partially undigested. Her body was starving for usable protein even though she was eating plenty of it. We made one change. We added 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds to her morning routine, blended into a smoothie, sprinkled on oatmeal, mixed into yogurt. Within 2 weeks, Margaret's digestion improved. The bloating stopped. Her energy began to return. Within 6 weeks, she told me, "I can feel my strength coming back. My arms don't look so frail anymore." 8 months later, at 78, Margaret has regained muscle tone. Her bone density scan showed improvement, and she's carrying her own groceries again. That's not magic. That's bioavailable protein working the way it's supposed to. Before we go further, I want to ask you something. If you're over 70 and you've been struggling to maintain muscle and strength despite eating protein-rich foods, drop a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. I read every single comment, and it helps me understand how many people are dealing with this overlooked issue. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I share evidence-based nutritional strategies specifically designed for older adults, information that can genuinely help you stay strong, independent, and healthy as you age. Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss future videos. Now let me explain exactly why this forgotten seed changes everything after 75. Why protein becomes a problem after 75. Here's what's really happening inside your body as you age, and why the protein advice you've been following for decades stops working. After age 75, your stomach produces significantly less hydrochloric acid, up to 40% less than you produced at age 50. This acid is absolutely critical for breaking down protein molecules into amino acids that your body can actually absorb and use. At the same time, your pancreas produces fewer digestive enzymes, the specialized proteins responsible for cutting large protein molecules into smaller, absorbable pieces. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that pancreatic enzyme production can decline by 30–50% in adults over 75. This creates a devastating cascade. You eat a chicken breast, it enters your stomach. But without enough acid and enzymes, your body struggles to break it down completely. Large undigested protein molecules move into your intestines. Your body can't absorb them. They pass through as waste. Meanwhile, your muscles are crying out for amino acids, the building blocks they need to repair and maintain themselves. Your bones need specific amino acids to form the collagen matrix that gives them strength. But those amino acids never arrive because the protein you're eating isn't being digested properly. That's why you can eat plenty of protein and still experience muscle wasting, weakness, and bone loss. The protein isn't the problem, the absorption is. And here's the part that makes this even more frustrating. Dense animal proteins like chicken, beef, and even fish require more digestive effort than your aging system can provide. Whey protein shakes, despite being marketed to seniors, can cause bloating and digestive distress in older adults with reduced enzyme production. This is where nearly 40% of adults over 75 find themselves, eating protein-rich diets but slowly losing muscle mass anyway, a condition called sarcopenia that increases fall risk, reduces independence, and accelerates overall decline. But there's a solution, and it's been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. The forgotten seed. Hemp seeds. Let me introduce you to hemp seeds, one of the most underrated, overlooked, and scientifically impressive protein sources on the planet, especially for adults over 75. Hemp seeds are not marijuana. They contain no THC. They will not get you high. They are simply the small, nutty-tasting seeds of the hemp plant, and they have been consumed as food for over 10,000 years across Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. But here's what makes them extraordinary for older adults. Hemp seeds contain complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. Very few plant foods can make this claim. But the real magic isn't just that they contain complete protein, it's that the protein in hemp seeds is uniquely easy to digest and absorb, even for aging digestive systems that struggle with chicken, beef, and whey. Let me explain the mechanism. Hemp seed protein consists primarily of 2 proteins called edestin and albumin. These are globular proteins, which means they're already in a form that closely resembles the proteins your body uses. Research published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that hemp protein has a digestibility rate of 85 to 95%, higher than most animal proteins and significantly higher than other plant proteins like soy or pea protein. Translation: when you eat hemp seeds, your body doesn't have to work nearly as hard to break them down. Even with reduced stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes, your aging system can extract and absorb the amino acids from hemp seeds efficiently. But there's more. Hemp seeds contain 25% protein by weight, about 10 grams of complete protein in just 3 tablespoons. They're also rich in gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, an anti-inflammatory omega-6 fatty acid that can help reduce joint pain and support muscle recovery, and they provide magnesium, iron, zinc, and phosphorus, minerals that are critical for bone strength and muscle function, and that many seniors are deficient in. A study from the University of Manitoba found that hemp protein not only supports muscle maintenance in older adults, but also helps reduce markers of inflammation, the chronic low-grade inflammation that accelerates aging and contributes to muscle breakdown. Think about that. You're getting complete, highly bioavailable protein, anti-inflammatory fats, and bone-supporting minerals all in one small, easy-to-digest seed. This is why hemp seeds outperform chicken, whey, and every other protein source you've been told to eat. Why your doctor never mentioned this? You might be wondering, if hemp seeds are this powerful, why hasn't my doctor recommended them? The answer is simple. Medical schools spend very little time teaching nutrition, especially the practical, food-based strategies that older adults can use to maintain muscle and bone health. Most doctors receive fewer than 20 hours of nutrition education in their entire medical training, and when they do talk about protein, they default to the conventional advice: eat more chicken, drink protein shakes, add dairy. They're not intentionally overlooking hemp seeds, they simply don't know. Hemp seeds have also been stigmatized because of their association with marijuana, even though they contain no psychoactive compounds whatsoever. This stigma has kept them out of mainstream nutrition conversations for decades, even as research has consistently shown their benefits. But the science is clear, and more importantly, the results are undeniable. Let me tell you about William, 79. William had been trying to gain weight for 2 years. After a hospitalization for pneumonia, he'd lost 18 pounds, and no matter what he did, he couldn't gain it back. His doctor told him to eat more protein. He tried chicken, eggs, protein shakes. Nothing worked. Dr. Anderson, he said, exhausted. I'm eating all day long. I'm forcing myself. But the scale won't move. I feel like my body is just rejecting food. We added hemp seeds, 3 tablespoons daily, mixed into smoothies and oatmeal. Within 3 weeks, William's digestion improved dramatically. The protein shakes that had been sitting heavy in his stomach were replaced with easily digestible hemp protein. His body began absorbing nutrients again. Within 2 months, William gained 7 pounds. Healthy weight, not just fat. His muscle tone improved. His energy returned. I honestly didn't believe you, he admitted with a genuine smile. I thought, a seed. After all the shakes and chicken, a seed is going to fix this? But I can't argue with the scale. The numbers don't lie. That's what happens when you give your body protein it can actually use. How to use hemp seeds, the exact protocol. Now let me give you the exact protocol for using hemp seeds to maintain muscle, support bone health, and improve strength after age 75. Step 1. Start with the right amount. Begin with 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds daily for the first week. This allows your digestive system to adjust. After 1 week, increase to 3 tablespoons daily. 3 tablespoons provide approximately 10 grams of complete protein, along with 3 grams of GLA and significant amounts of magnesium, iron, and zinc. Step 2. Choose the right form. You can buy hemp seeds in 3 forms. Hulled hemp seeds, hemp hearts. These are the soft inner seeds with the outer shell removed. They're easy to chew and digest. This is the form I recommend for most seniors. Whole hemp seeds. These include the crunchy outer shell, which adds fiber but can be harder to chew. Hemp protein powder. This is a concentrated form. I generally recommend whole hemp hearts over powder because you get the full nutritional profile, including the beneficial fats. Buy organic if possible, and make sure the package says cold-pressed or raw to preserve the nutrient content. Step 3. How to consume them. Hemp seeds have a mild, nutty flavor. You can blend them into smoothies. Add 3 tablespoons to any fruit or vegetable smoothie. They blend easily and add creaminess. Sprinkle on oatmeal or yogurt. Mix into your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or cottage cheese. Add to soups. Stir into warm, not boiling soups for added protein and texture. Mix into baked goods. Add to muffins, pancakes, or homemade bread. Eat them plain. Some people simply eat them by the spoonful. They're soft and pleasant tasting. Step 4. Timing matters. For maximum benefit, consume hemp seeds with your first meal of the day. Research shows that protein consumed earlier in the day is more efficiently used for muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body repairs and builds muscle tissue. If you're having a smoothie for breakfast, blend in 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds along with a banana, berries, and a handful of spinach. This gives you complete protein, antioxidants, fiber, and minerals all in one meal. Step 5. Combine with resistance movement. Protein alone won't rebuild muscle. You need stimulus. Even gentle resistance exercises, lifting light weights, using resistance bands, or doing bodyweight exercises like chair squats, signal your muscles to use the amino acids from hemp seeds to repair and strengthen. You don't need to spend hours in a gym. Even 15 minutes of resistance movement 3 times per week can make a profound difference when combined with bioavailable protein. Step 6. Stay consistent. Hemp seeds are not a quick fix. They work by consistently providing your body with the amino acids and minerals it needs day after day, week after week. Make them a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth. Keep a jar on your counter. Add them to your grocery list every week. Consistency is what creates transformation. What to expect? Your timeline. Let me give you realistic expectations for what you'll experience when you start using hemp seeds daily. In the first week, you probably won't notice dramatic changes in muscle or strength yet, but many people report improved digestion almost immediately. If you've been struggling with bloating, gas, or that heavy feeling after eating protein-rich meals, you may notice that hemp seeds digest more easily and comfortably. Weeks 2-3, you should begin to notice subtle improvements in energy. Many of my patients tell me they feel less fatigued in the afternoons. This is your body finally receiving usable amino acids and beginning to repair cellular damage that's been accumulating. You may also notice that your appetite improves. When your body is absorbing nutrients properly, it sends clearer hunger signals. Week 4, around the 1-month mark. This is when more significant changes begin. Many people report that their muscle tone starts to improve, not dramatic bodybuilder muscles, but a firmer, more defined appearance, especially in the arms and legs. If you're doing any resistance exercises, you may notice that movements feel slightly easier or that you have more endurance. Your nails may grow faster and stronger. Your hair may look healthier. These are signs that your body is rebuilding structural proteins, keratin, collagen, that depend on a steady supply of amino acids. Months 2 to 3. By 3 consistent months, if you're tracking your strength, how much you can lift, how many repetitions you can do, how easily you can climb stairs, you should see measurable improvement. If you have a bone density scan scheduled during this period, you may begin to see subtle improvements or at least a slowing of bone loss. Hemp seeds won't reverse severe osteoporosis on their own, but they provide the amino acids and minerals necessary for bone matrix formation. Many patients tell me that they feel more stable on their feet, less wobbly, more confident in their movements. This is the result of stronger muscles supporting your joints and skeleton. Month 6 and beyond. By 6 months to a year of consistent daily use, the improvements become obvious. Your muscle mass stabilizes or increases, your strength continues to improve, your energy remains steady throughout the day, and perhaps most importantly, you maintain your independence. The ability to carry groceries, get up from a chair without help, walk confidently, without fear of falling. This isn't a dramatic overnight transformation. It's a gradual, sustainable rebuilding of the structural proteins your body needs to function optimally. Important warnings and considerations. Now, before you rush to buy hemp seeds, let me be absolutely clear about some important considerations. If you're taking blood thinners, hemp seeds contain omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which can have mild blood thinning effects. If you're on warfarin, Plavix, or any anticoagulant medication, talk to your doctor before adding hemp seeds to your diet. In most cases, the amounts I'm recommending, 3 tablespoons daily, are safe, but your doctor may want to monitor your blood levels more closely. If you have severe kidney disease, while hemp seeds are easier on the kidneys than many animal proteins, any form of protein must be filtered by your kidneys. If you have stage 4 or 5 chronic kidney disease, consult your nephrologist before increasing protein intake from any source. For most people with mild to moderate kidney function decline, which is common after 75, hemp seeds are actually a gentler option than red meat or high-dose whey protein. Hemp seeds are not a replacement for medical care. Let me be very clear. If you have been diagnosed with sarcopenia, osteoporosis, or severe malnutrition, hemp seeds are a supportive tool, not a replacement for your doctor's treatment plan. Continue taking any prescribed medications. Follow your doctor's nutritional recommendations. What hemp seeds do is provide your body with highly bioavailable protein so that your existing interventions can work more effectively. Quality matters. Not all hemp seeds are created equal. Because hemp plants are bioaccumulators, meaning they absorb whatever is in the soil, you want to buy organic hemp seeds to avoid pesticide residues and heavy metals. Look for these 3 things on the label: organic, cold-pressed, or raw to preserve nutrients, stored in opaque packaging or refrigerated. Hemp seeds contain delicate fats that can go rancid if exposed to light and heat. If the package doesn't say these 3 things, choose a different brand. Storage. Once you open a package of hemp seeds, store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. This prevents the omega fats from oxidizing and going rancid. Properly stored, they'll stay fresh for 3 to 6 months. Allergies. Hemp seed allergies are extremely rare, but they do exist. If you've never eaten hemp seeds before, start with a small amount, 1 teaspoon, and wait 24 hours to make sure you don't have an allergic reaction. Signs of allergy include itching, hives, swelling, or digestive distress. Why this works when everything else failed. Let me bring this full circle and explain why hemp seeds succeed where expensive protein powders, careful meal planning, and traditional high-protein diets have failed. The problem was never that you weren't eating enough protein. The problem was that your aging digestive system couldn't break down and absorb the protein you were eating. Hemp seeds solve this because they provide complete protein in a highly bioavailable, easy-to-digest form, a form that doesn't require the intense stomach acid and enzyme production that your 75-year-old system no longer produces in abundance. They also provide anti-inflammatory fats that support muscle recovery and joint health, along with minerals that support bone strength. You're not adding more protein, you're adding usable protein, protein your body can actually access and put to work, rebuilding muscle, strengthening bones, and maintaining the structural integrity you need to stay independent. This is why a simple seed outperforms chicken, beef, whey, and every other protein source you've been told to prioritize. A final story. Before we finish, let me tell you about Dorothy, 81. Dorothy had been slowly declining for 3 years. She had lost 22 pounds. Her doctor kept telling her to eat more protein, but every protein shake made her feel sick. She could barely finish a chicken breast. She felt like she was fading away. "I'm so tired of feeling weak," she told me, tears in her eyes. "I used to garden. I used to walk every morning. Now I can barely get through the day." We started with 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds blended into a morning smoothie. Just banana, almond milk, and hemp seeds. Simple, gentle. Within 2 weeks, Dorothy's energy improved. The nausea she'd been experiencing after protein shakes disappeared. Within 6 weeks, she'd gained 5 pounds. Her muscle tone began to return. 9 months later, at 82, Dorothy is back in her garden. She walks every morning. She's regained 14 of the 22 pounds she lost. Healthy weight, not just fat. "I can't believe something so simple made such a difference," she said. "I was eating all this protein and my body was starving. Now I'm eating seeds and I'm finally getting stronger." That's not magic. That's bioavailable protein doing exactly what it's designed to do. Your action plan. Here's what I want you to do starting today. Step 1. Buy organic, raw, hulled hemp seeds, hemp hearts. Look for them in the health food section of your grocery store or online. Step 2. Start with 2 tablespoons daily for 1 week, then increase to 3 tablespoons daily. Step 3. Add them to your breakfast, smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, or eat them plain. Step 4. Track your energy, strength, and how you feel over the next 4 weeks. Write it down. Step 5. If you're able, add gentle resistance exercises 2 to 3 times per week. Even just 10-15 minutes. Step 6. Stay consistent. Give your body 6 to 12 weeks to rebuild what's been breaking down. And here's my personal challenge to you. Try this protocol for 30 days. Track how you feel. Come back to this video in 30 days and leave a comment telling me what happened. Did your energy improve? Did you gain strength? Did your digestion get better? Your success will inspire others who are struggling with the same issues. Before you go, I want to know, where in the world are you watching from right now? Drop your age and your country or city in the comments below. I read every comment, and it reminds me how many people across the globe are dealing with muscle loss and weakness after 75. You're not alone in this. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I share evidence-based nutritional strategies for older adults every week, and I don't want you to miss the next video where I'm going to reveal the 3 common medications that secretly deplete the exact minerals your muscles and bones need to stay strong, and what to do about it. Give this video a like if the information was helpful. It genuinely supports the channel and helps YouTube share this with more seniors who need it. And share this video with someone you care about, a parent, a grandparent, a friend who's been struggling to maintain strength despite eating plenty of protein. A simple click can start a conversation that could genuinely give them their independence back. Remember this, your body isn't broken. It's not failing. It just needs protein it can actually digest and absorb. You've been working hard. You've been following the advice. Now it's time to give your body what it's been asking for all along. This is Dr. Robert Anderson. Rebuild your strength, reclaim your independence, restore your vitality. I'll see you in the next video.